Hello, guys. This is Social Trades once more. So here we're looking at the Nasdaq as the Nasdaq. Let's try and do this. Looking at the Nasdaq at the Nas. Yes, now we're good. So here we measure here from this low here to this high here. That's last week's whole range. So from the high, we're gonna see at least what? 20%, 30%, or 40% TGIF, right? Returning to this, right? But then since you're trading at all-time highs, sometimes you won't get TGIF. Just be aware of that. Be aware of that. So now we are bullish on this. I'm just gonna do this, remove this one and this one there. So we already see that we already have 20% TGIF here. We already have that. Can it get to 30? We don't. We're not looking for that. We already have 20. If it does that, we'll be looking at that, right? Also here, another thing that we can look at is this week here. This week, if we measure this week, let's just do that here together. There. I'm gonna put 0 on so we can see the level and make this guy green there. I'll make him a green dash, a green dash. And then now I'm moving this. There we go. I'm moving it properly there. Moving it properly. There we go. There. Let me put one there. And then I'm gonna remove the other ones. These ones. I'm gonna remove them. Because there they were showing TGIF. Yes, no TGIF. I'm not showing that. I ain't showing that. So now I'm gonna do what? Go there and there. And then see if we ignore the TGIF levels, these ones, look at the green one. Let me see. Let me return one there. I wanna see if I put properly. Properly means okay, let's do the let me do this. Let me bring back 0 again. Because I wanna put it so properly. So properly. I did it properly. Yeah. I'm the only one. You see that? So I'm gonna remove that one and this one. So now what do you have? You have I'm gonna zoom in here so you can see clearly. So we've closed above 50% of this week, right? Clearly we closed above this line there, right? So what is that indicative of? It's indicative that of what? Of us making a new high, right? A new high. So we have more higher probability that we can go from here, simply go high, take these two highs now that you're looking at. So we could go, this is telling that we have higher probability for continuation to the upside. That's what it's telling us. And it's telling us that we should look at this as buy side, right? Buy side, that liquidity does need to be taken, right? There. That's what it's telling us here on the weekly. The red ones, Mr. Red is Mr. TGIF, right? Mr. Red is Mr. TGIF. We already have, uh, my bad, what is that? This one should be on top of this candlestick right there. We already have 20% TGIF. Okay, let me do this. Yeah, as you saw, we already have 20% TGIF. So let me just do this so I can stretch it properly. Again. Okay. There we go. And then I'm gonna remove the one again. So basically that's what's happening. Closing above this candlestick, this green 50% of this wick here. That's indicative of us going higher. Continuation to the upside. That's it. That's the continuation to the upside. And also, if we look at this, let me do this. If we look at this, we have a look at here. Look, this was the all-time high that we had for a long time. So we broke it, and then we understand that we are going higher and higher here since we are in a bullish quarterly shift. So this fair value gap here, exactly this one, you see this candlestick? It's telling us this fair value gap is the institutional entry drill, meaning we won't completely fill this fair value gap. Can it happen? Yes, it can. But then the behavior of it is that it will only do exactly as you see in here, weak in there, and just go higher. That's typical of an institutional entry drill, to leave a wick like this and go higher. So this will go higher. So next week, while doubting your buys, remember all of these things that I've told you will go higher, right? So we see in the NAS here going higher. Also, the USDT just recently broke its recent high, USDT. So we want to see it continue to the upside to catch up, because these ones are leading. The NAS is leading, the S&P, they're both there, but then we have USDT is here. These are there, USDT is here. So USDT will want to do this too. So more upside here. More upside. More upside here. Should go. A nice bullish candlestick. We should see a nice bullish candlestick right there. That's what we should see. There are some, as you can see here, we have -1. That's the extension of this wave here. This wave here. If you put your fib from there to there, and you make sure that we extend it to the upside like this, then this is mine. This would be -1, -1.5, and so on. But this is upside here. Upside. And I've just shown you this TGIF level here because of some you don't know that these exist. So here we already had it. We can just do this because we already have 20%. And it might not go any lower and just keep going higher. So I'm just gonna keep this guy like this. So in this one, we already used it. So we can delete it and then get it just like that. Let's see the daily bit. Let's see the daily bit. Thank you guys. Thank you. This is Social Trades, guys. So as you can see here on the daily, all the levels are there. So we're gonna see more upside to this level here, this level, and this level. All of these levels to the upside, I'm anticipating them. So the social trades, and this is value at no cost. So this is just gonna go higher here. A nice bullish wick, send us higher. And something could be really nice. Could even reach this level there. Could be a nice bullish wick here. This week. Nice one. So that's the NAS. We see more bullishness on the NAS. Everything's good. Institutional, you see that institutional entry drill that I showed you in the weekly? Here is it here again. You see it's only a wick inside and it goes higher. So we are looking for this same phenomenon in the weekly. It just did this candlestick. So we need more upside of that. And the social trades, and that's value at no cost. Boom.